Hello again out there in Streamland. Now, I normally start off my streams with the day, the time, because I stream Magic the Gathering on Thursdays at 2 o'clock. But guess what? It is not Thursday, nor is it 2 o'clock. That's right, this is an extra special messing around with Magic the Gathering. Woot, woot. That's right. So, let's make sure, yep, cool, everything is looking good, sounding good, we are ready to go. So I always check the store because they have free stuff sometimes, and so I want to check the store real quick. Look, see, this is exactly what I'm talking about. So it says for 550 gold, so you go to the deal. So for 50 gold, you spend 50, you get 550. What a deal. So, boom, boom. I just got 500 gold for free. Awesome. These cards I don't care about, so that's it. Real quick, any new pets? I like to check the pets. Ooh, he's cool. He's a new one. Wouldn't mind having him. So I need 3,000 more gold, and I can get him. He's a cool one. I like him. Any new sleeves? Nope. One of these years I'm going to buy him. We'll see. Avatars? Nope. Alright, let's go home. So, let's see what our quests are for today. We have 30 white or black spells. We have 15 of your opponent's creatures. And green or blue spells. So 10 left of these. So I have green, blue, black, white. Alright, so black and white's pretty easy. I have lots of those. Green and blue, I have green. So the thing is, I don't have any that combine all three of those colors. But that's okay. Let's do this. So I just got started getting into the Brawl. And the Brawl is, if you play live, IRL in real life Magic the Gathering, you've probably heard of Commander or EDH decks. Brawl is sort of similar in that a Commander or an EDH deck is you have a Commander, and each deck is exactly 100 cards, so 99 cards plus your Commander, and no two cards can be the same except lands. And every card in your deck has to be of the same color as your Commander. So if you have a red-green Commander, every card has to be red or green. And the Commander starts on the sort of in a command zone, and you can play him anytime you can afford him. When he comes out, if he dies, he goes back to the command zone, but he costs 2 more, so you can then play him again. If he dies, 2 more, so it's a total of 4 more, and keeps coming back. So you can always have access to this special card. Brawl is like that in that, but the difference is with EDH and Commander, you can use any card ever made by Magic. There are certain banned cards, but pretty much any card that's not been banned, no matter when or how. With Brawl, it's a 60 cards, 59 plus your Commander. No two of them can be the same except for lands. They all have to be the same color as your Commander. So all those are the same, but there's only 60 instead of 100, and the other difference is they have to be within the first, they have to be standard play cards. So in other words, within the last 3 iterations of Magic. So it can't be from any Magic in ever. It has to be of the certain new ones. So that's what Brawl is. I have 2 Brawl decks. I have a white one and a green one. Honestly, I have not been doing very well in Brawl. I'm less than 50% win at this point. But it's fun. It's different. It's unique. I like it. So that and standard ranked, I'm doing okay in. So I think I'm going to start with a Brawl, just because it's still somewhat new to me. I've done maybe 6, 7 matches with Brawl, my Brawl decks. And to show you, I have my green and my white. And those are my commanders that I picked. So I think I'm going to go with my green. just because I only need, I need a 30 cards for green, through 30 green cards. Or a green of 10. I don't remember. I'm starting with green anyway. So with green, like most green decks, it's a quick build. Throw creatures down, throw +1/+1 counters on there, try to build up my lands. The more lands I have, the more powerful my creatures get. So here we go. Make sure I'm still live and cooking with gas. Here we go. Make sure I'm still... Yep. Awesome. Alright, so, and one of my favorite things about Brawl is you get a free mulligan. Normally, you'll have to lose a card if you mulligan, but I like this a lot. I am ready to go. He costs for a ton, but I can get him out with 2, and I can get my commander out with 3. Even though I'm only showing 2 right now. Ooh, he's a greenie. What's his commander? His commander is, so he's, Plounce the World Sculptor. Yep. So he's going to want a lot of lands. He makes plants for everyone that comes in. And whenever I land, put 4 +1/+1 counters on target plant. A single plant. Okay, gotcha. Alright, we start with our forest. Alright, anytime I can put a +1/+1 counter on a creature, then he also gets 1. So I'm going to bring him in as my... Well, I need a land, so it depends on if I get lands. Hopefully I won't have to use him as a land, because he's a good card. We'll see. Bing, 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 turn things down a little bit. Alright, I did not get in the land. Come on, folks, I want to land. So I'm going to start bringing him in. Boom. Like my card backs, folks, huh? Ooh, pretty. Little, almost like tattoo art, you know? Okay, so... Looks like I'm going to have to bring in him as a land. Boo, I don't like it. So, we're going to go ahead and do him first. I'm going to go ahead and bring him in as a... Choo-choo. Just auto-tap. If I attack, he will die, so no attacks. So now I can bring him in with his mutation, which allows me to destroy a target enchantment. This guy is an enchantment, so I'm going to do that because that allows me to kill him. Nope, I don't care. Don't block me. I mean, I'm not going to block you because you're going to die. Me. I like it a lot. Alright. Bring him in as a mutation. I'm going to put it with him. As over, because he becomes a 4/4 instead. That destroys his enchantment creature. Oh, I'm so happy. Alright, and now I'm going to go next to combat. And they're all going to attack. So when he attacks, he adds a bonus to him. So I have an 8/8 trample with reach. Bing, bang, boom, in the face, 10 to your face. Now we're going to bring him in because I'm not getting the lands I need. He comes in tapped. Cool little artwork. So now I have 3 green. I can bring in my commander. He gets a +1/+1. 4 +1/+1 counters on it, which means it'll bump him up as well. So this is going to be nice. Go ahead and bring him in. See how this plays out. Boom. There we go. Next combat. Both are attacking. Again, he's going to boost the other one. So if he chooses to block him with both, he could kill my bear, my Sir Farin, which he did. Alright, so which one do I want first? Yep, that's exactly the way I want it. I'm not going to bring my mammoth in, so I'm done. He's down to 6 life. And he just gave up. Alright, well hey, that was easy. Woohoo! Go me. Victory! So let's see how that affected our quest successes. Cool thing is, just because I won my first match today, I get 250 gold. Bing, bing. And some experience. Alright, so let's go ahead and finish off the whites. I got 4 toward my green. Play. Do we want to go with Brawl again, or do we want to go with... Hey, Atomic. Glad you're still hanging around. Do we want to go with green, or do we want to go with white? I think I'm still going to stick with the Brawl, just because, again, it's just new to me compared to the other ones. I'm going to click... Let's finish off some of these whites. Boom. So this deck is a little different. It's sort of a lifelink slash boost +1/+1 counter deck. So I know that's what my green one seemed like, but it just because of the way the cards played out. All right, so I'm pretty happy with this. We're going to keep all 7. So he comes in tapped unless I have 3 planes. And look at this. Boom, boom, boom. I have 3 planes. Okay. So while it's nice that I got the victory, I'm not sure why they just quit. Maybe they ran out of time or something. I don't know. Maybe, I don't know. Because you can mulligan, so I don't know why. So I'll take the gold and I'll take the experience. But what I really need is to cast some spells so I can get even more gold. So let's try that again this time, shall we? Atomic, too easy. Yeah. So my commander is a little weird in that when he comes out, he's an enchantment. So he's not really a creature. He's indestructible regardless. And then when I have devotion to white of 5 or higher, then he becomes this creature. And devotion to white is just the number of white mana symbols I have in play. So he would give me 2 devotion to white because he's got 2 white symbols. She gives me 3 devotion to white. I only have 2 planes. I can play him, and I just need 1 more to play her. 2 and 3 more to play these guys. I hate to mulligan, but I think I'm going to do it just because I think I want to start with 3 lands. I'm doing it. No! I started off with less lands and higher cost spells. I'm going to keep it anyway. I hate mulliganing. Saw on Twitter that Magic Arena was coming to mobile soon. Interesting. Yeah. I don't know that I'm going to be all that thrilled with the mobile version just because there's a lot going on. I like being able to just be able to see the cards, and I don't know all the text that's involved in some of the Magic the Gathering cards. It's like this card. I mean, not only do you have the text underneath the flavor text and what he does and everything, but you also have all of these explanations of devotion to white, lifelink, all these things to the left of it in the black section. So we'll see how it plays out. He can block. She has lifelink, so even though I won't be able to hurt him, I'm going to attack anyway, because I won't kill the goose, but I'll gain a life. See? Well, if I gain a life, so. Alright, so I need some plains, folks. I need some land. If I don't get any lands, then... What color is he? What is his thing? So it's a blue and green. What did you pick there, homie? Pick green. Okay. Blue and green. Non-land. He adds more land. So he just adds a bunch of land. Alright, I played against this commander before. Yay. I get a life. Attack. I believe I got my butt kicked. Because he has a lot of good combos built into their decks, typically. Alright, so now I have 3 on board. So, lots of choices here. Let's see. You are a legendary human creature. So he's not an enchantment or an artifact. He is a creature. Yeah, so see, so he can already do... does this add mana as well? No. So, this is 1. So he can bring out 8 mana already because of him. 2 for each of his lands and 2 for him. So I can bring him out. My devotion to white again. I can bring him out. This is an enchantment. Alright, I'm going to bring her in, him, add that to him. Can't attack, so no point. Alright, folks. So, things are not looking too good. He's getting tons of land. This is a new one I haven't seen. I like the art. Wow, with hexproof. That's amazing. See, and that costs 7. And then tap all non-lands that I control, and they don't untap. And then gain a target permanent an opponent controls, and untap it. Wow, that's pretty much game right there. I'm not going to block. Is he an enchantment? He is an enchantment, so I can bring him in. So actually, I'm going to kill him. Let's do that right now. Is there anything else out there? Are you an enchantment? You're a token. Destroy target artifacts and or enchantments. So I can kill him. It costs 1, 2. I can only have 1. So paying 1. I only have enough to pay for 1. And I'm killing him. I could kill him too, but I'm not going to. Auto pay. He's more dangerous to me than his banner is. Banner gives him +1 to everything. But tapping all of my lands for 2 turns and taking her, my only creature right now, it's not worth it. Yep, yeah, I told you things weren't looking good. No blocks. Alright, so this will give me a 4 life. There aren't any enchantments I can destroy. This will give me a +2/+2 flying first strike, so we're going to go ahead and do this. So now she has 3/3, and she attacks first. So I do my damage first, and then if it's still alive, it can attack me back. So that's going to stop everything except for these 2. No attacks. Notice I have not gotten any lands, so... Alright. Alright, so he's doing 14 damage. I'm just going to let him through, because it's either that or quit. So let him get the glory. He just had a better luck than I did. There's with he has a good solid deck, and with not I just didn't have enough lands. I don't know that I would have won anyway, because it was pretty solid for what he was doing. So let's see. So now I'm down to 6. I only need 6 more. Play. Alright, so let's go back. Let's go over to normal, standard ranked. So now I have 3 choices to pick from. I have my cleric, white lifelink, or black and white lifelink. Let me go back. I'm going to pick him. Home. I'm done. I don't want to play. I want to go. There we go. So it is black or white. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and go with my clerics. He's a little bit more powerful than these two. Probably, instead of being a win percent chance of 50, it's more like 55. My cleric black and white deck is the more clerics I play, the better things boost each other. So there's a lot of, for each cleric that comes in, this happens. I've got 3 lands. We're keeping them. These come in tapped. And I gain a life. She adds a +1/+1 to my creature every turn. It's pretty cool. I like her. He's playing a blue deck, it looks like. He might be multicolored, but we'll see. So he has a lot of removal spells. He'll be throwing things back into my hand, countering my spells. This lets me do what? Scry. I'm going to go ahead and put this one out. Lets me put him in, her in. Puts a +1/+1 counter on herself. Alright, now he lets me scry, he lets me gain a life. Alright, so this happens when he dies or another cleric dies. Stuff happens. It costs 4. He only costs 3. So I won't be able to do either of those this turn unless I get a different land. So if I draw a land, I'll put him down to scry, because at that point I won't need any more lands. Ooh, he milled himself. Curious. So he's got one of those decks that allow him to pull stuff from his graveyard. Alright, so at this point I have 1, 2, 3, 4 lands. I don't need any more lands. So I'm going to throw my swamp on the bottom. Go to combat. She adds a +1/+1 counter to herself. She attacks. End of turn. So this lets me either do -/- to a target creature, or I exile card from graveyard. I might use that to exile things from his graveyard. Do I get to pick? So he gets a bonus as long as there are 3 or more instant or sorceries in his graveyard. And there's only 2, so I could get rid of his instant and sorcery cards with this one. I think I might actually do that on my turn. So here's the plains. He's got 5 cards in his graveyard. You know what? I'm going to do that just to be a jerk. Boy, it's tempting. So I don't know if I want to... No, I'm actually going to wait. I'm going to go ahead and put him in first. Let's go ahead and give it to herself so she can fight him. Because she was a 3/3. Had he blocked, would have killed her. Definitely don't want to do that. He's down to 13. So next turn, bring him in, tapped, gain a life, and then destroy some of those cards in his graveyard. Because it looks like he has cards that allow him to cast spells from his graveyard. See, and now he has double strike, which means he'll attack twice. So we're definitely going to do that. We're going to get rid of some instants. So what we want to get rid of 3 or more instants or sorcery cards. And right now there are 3. So let's do that, shall we? Exile twice X. This costs 1, so it's going to be 1, 2, 3. Choose up to 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Auto pay. So that stops him from having double strike. I am now done. Actually, I'm going to bring him in. Gain a life. Put a +1/+1 counter on him. So his build is pulling stuff from his graveyard. And I've now effectively stopped him from doing that. So I'm going to give my Maul to my lifelink guy. I'm going to bring in him. So he gets a bonus when he has 5 +1/+1 counters on him. We're all attacking. So I just gained 6 life. Thank you. Killed his creature. And he quit. Yeah. That brings me up to silver 4. Okay. So let's see how close I am on my quests. Ooh, I finished my quest. Alright, so I get some sort of emoji. I don't even know how to use these stupid things. But it gives me 850 gold, 775, and a pack. Leader of the pack. Let's see what I get. Racking up those forfeit wins. Yep. Just saving time is what he's doing. Alright. Very cool. Let's see what I got. Ooh, Inscription of the Ruin. It's a cool looking card. Choose one. If the spell is kicked, choose any number. Very nice. So it does discards, return a creature from the graveyard to battlefield. Or destroy target creature. Alright. Or I can do it all for 7. Nice. Got a big old ox there. Interesting art. Sitting on the top of a floating world. Very nice. Alright, so now I need to switch to my green person. Need to kill 15 of the opponent's creatures. Green is not known for just outright killing people like the black cards are. But I can run over their creatures, that's for sure. My drank is gone. One of these days, when I have 1 million followers, I'll be able to hire a butler to go get me a new drank. Search for card or library for a land, reveal it, put it in my hand. See, there's no free mulligan. See that? It's sad. Or if I pay 4, I can do that for 3, for 2 of them instead of just 1. Okay. So we've got some good cards. We're looking at being able to put things down. Do I want to do that right now? Sure, I'm going to do it right now. Boom. Lets me bring in a land into my hand, so next turn I'll be able to put my Surfarin down. Or my Ooze. I think I'm going to bring in my Ooze. Well, it doesn't matter. Bring him in. Then I'll get 3, and I'll be able to put him and him down. So that'll be cool. Uh-oh, he killed my dude. Wasn't very nice. What did he do? Creature gets -2/-2. Dead weight. Alright, that's a cool little, so it looks like a trap. Stuck in the ground, it's a magical trap. Interesting. I like it, it's very cool. Here we go, throw him down. So he's got removal spells. So I want to tempt him with removal spells by not putting in my super duper powerful creatures first. So I'm going to throw out my Ooze. Hopefully he'll use, if he has removal spells, he'll use that first. I'm going to go ahead and destroy his card. And next time I can do it to my own card and get a +1/+1. So what does this do? Return a target card from graveyard to my hand. That costs 3. So I can bring my dude back if I wanted to. Alright, so he's a Skull Prophet. Costs 2. So, see, he did another dead weight. Good, good. Oh, and look at that. I have another Ooze. So, we're going to start this process. Throw him out. We're going to go... pass the turn. So now, if he casts another one of these, because you can have it to 4 1 card, on him, I can boost him by exiling my creature from my graveyard, and I'll give him 3/3. Oh, nice. Pass to attackers. So on my turn, before we get there, I'm going to go to my graveyard, pull out the Scavenging Ooze. He's going to kill his own Scavenging Ooze, give himself a +1/+1. Are you an enchantment? No and no. Okay. Alright, so do I want to bring that creature? I don't want to bring him back from the grave because I can boost him. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to combat and attack. If he blocks, I will boost him to a 4, so he will kill him. He did not. Alright, so makes sense. I wouldn't have done it either. Now, let's go ahead and bring him in. Creatures you control have trample. Whenever a creature with 4 or more enters the battlefield, draw a card. We're going to go ahead and throw him out. And I'm going to go ahead and put him in as a land. Ooh, very nice. +3/+3. I mean +3/+1, and he's flying. He's going to do 11 damage to my face. I don't like it. But I can get rid of that enchantment. So let's do that, shall we? Bring them in. This is a mutate cost. Whenever he's mutated, he destroys an artifact or an enchantment. I'm not sure why he said good game. Maybe he was thinking he could do something to win the game already. I'm not saying he's going to lose, but I think he counted his chickens before they hatched. Not, like I said, doesn't mean they're not going to hatch, just means not yet. Alright, you go ahead and resolve that puppy. And he's flying, but I can block your flying person, so go ahead, attack, do what you want to do, buddy. You're attacking with both. Alright, so I'm a 5-5. Do I want to kill his 6-2 or do I want to kill his 5-4? I think I'm going to kill his 6-2. When he dies, he'll be able to draw a card. Or he can mill 2 cards and add a creature. Yeah, I'm going to block him, absolutely. Pass to blockers. Boom. Block. Didn't think you could just, from your graveyard. I guess you can eternally cast that card. Alright, what does this do? Put a +1/+1 counter on a creature. Okay. So first of all, we're going to bring him in. Lets me draw a card. Was not a... I was hoping it would be a land. It wasn't. He's a land. I can either put a +1/+1 creature on him or gain a land. That would give me 5. I'm happy with the 4 I've got, so I'm just going to add +1/+1. That's an instant, so let's just go. Just going to pass this turn, Betty. Alright, so now he can hit me and kill me. Alright, so now it was a good game. And since he said it to me, I'll say it to him. There we go. Alright. So I was able to cast a bunch of green things, and I killed a couple creatures, so I went up a little bit, play. We'll do one more of these, and then we'll switch back to our brawl. Finally got my son, who plays tabletop Magic in IRL all the time, in real life, and to download this, give it a shot. I don't like that I only have 2 lands. I need lands with this deck, but it will allow me to bring him in. I will then be able to cast him as well. So in theory, I'll be able to do things for 4 turns. Come on, move this, make this glow a little bit, pull up my land. Come on, come on. There we go. That worked. He is a creature, which allows me to get land mana as well. Aha! The magic worked. A Tangled Florahedron. I may have to pull that in to my D&D game just for fun. Alright, so now I have 3 that I can use. So now we're cooking with gas. I've got 2 of these guys, so if he wants to try to kill him, go for it. I've got a backup. You can only have 1 legendary creature of that name on the board at any time. So even if he has one of these guys, he couldn't cast him. So he's useless to me as long as he's alive. So I'm sort of baiting him, Mr. Black and Blue, which has a lot of destroy cards, to try to kill him, put him back in my hand, whatever. I was gonna say, because he has a egg person out there, he's got a mutant deck. Alright, does this guy have first strike? He does not. He does have death touch though, and haste. Alright, so this one lets my creatures get crazy wicked in here in a minute. Alright, I want to kill him. I don't have a way of doing a +4/+4. Let's go next to combat. Let's have him fight. See if he's going to take the bait. See if he's going to think, oh, I can kill him. He did not take the bait. So I'm going to go ahead and throw him out. He's now a 5/5. Ba, ba, ba. Don't like him having death touch, so it says whenever he mutates, I lose life. And he gets a +1/+1 counter on it. Okay. He just destroyed a land, I think. Oh, there we go. Haha. Remember saying I wanted him to use up his destroy spells? There we go. Let's get him out. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and bring him in. I will gladly, because I have another one of him sitting there. Oh, he had vigilance. I'm a silly person. I should have attacked with him. Oh well, first mistake I've ever made. If it comes down to 4 life being the difference between winning and losing, then that mistake cost me the game. Is it going to come down to 4 life? It usually does not. So we'll see. I don't think he's going to be willing to trade those two. He is. Awesome. He might have a trick up his sleeve, but I'm willing to take that chance. He might have a spell that would... Yep, there it is. So it puts a +1/+1 counter, but I have death touch too there, genius. Yeah. Alright, so which one do I want to bring in first? I'm going to bring in my questing beast again. That's right, bub. Suck it. Go into combat. I'll attack in this time. Boom. And that turn. While my pet mocks him. Boom, he killed 2 of my creatures. That wasn't very nice of him. Alright, so I can bring my creature back from the graveyard to my hand. Very nice. Let's go to combat, shall we? If he blocks with him, he will die because I have death touch. But I'm also going to boost my dude up with Titanic Growth, which means I won't die. He does not have any spells. Alright, so what do we want to do? We're going to go ahead and bring him in. And that's going to end the turn. If he attacks me, do I want to sacrifice my dude to kill him? I don't know for sure. I think I will, because I can bring him back to my hand with him. don't know why he didn't mutate him. That's weird. Is it mutate cost? No, it's 4. I should have done that. Yeah, I'm gonna block with him. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and put him in. And then I'm gonna go ahead and bring him in as a land. Attacking. I cannot block him next turn anyway. My person is going to become a 10-10. Nice. Alright, so I have to sacrifice my creature. Good. Well played. Well played. Alright, so now I don't have a flyer. I don't have a way of killing him. So I'll go ahead and throw him out. And then put him out as a land. And I'm done. Well, I'm going to let him attack. Good. Nope, he's casting spells. So. Alright, so much for that. See how well I did for my quest. Let's see. 6 and 20. We're getting up there, getting up there. So let's switch over to Brawl. Click. Switch over to our greenie, so make sure we have that. Alright, so I won 2 Brawls this morning, but my average has been just under 50%. This morning's 2 victories helped bring that average up though, so we'll see how it works. You guys will recognize my commander because I just lost 2 of them in the last fight. Pretty Boy Fleazy has some kind of weird creature as his commander. I only have 2 lands to start with. I'm keeping it. How much does he cost? He costs 1, alright. So I get to put him out, and I get to put down my Ozolith. So his commander is a Titan of Nature's Wrath. He only costs 3. It's a 6/6. He dies as soon as he comes in. So I'm not really sure what his plan for that is, but we'll see. Alright, so my Tome of Legends, when I can pay 1 to draw a card, which I'm going to do. And then whenever my commander comes in, I add another page to it. So I am bringing him in as a land, because I'm not getting any lands. So that gives me 3 lands. So I can bring in my commander next turn. Gain 3 life and do what? And draw a card, okay? Alright, so put 2, target player gains X life, target creature fights another creature you don't control. Okay. Yep, it's time for me to bring in my boss. So he gains a page. And the cool thing is if he dies, for some reason, all those +1/+1 counters go here. And at the beginning of my turn, I can move all the counters from here onto one of my creatures. Alright there, Archmage, what you got, buddy? Let's see. He enters the battlefield, return another creature or planeswalker to their owner's hand. I'm going to bring it to my hand. All of his tokens go here. That is cool. What's he got? Add a mana of color for commanders. Oh, okay. It's just like the command tower I have. Cost 2 to add 1. That's cool. Or the Arcane Signet. And it's a common, so yeah, let's go ahead and add that to my repertoire. Make a note here. Arcane Signet. Add it to my decks. Alright, so I've got 3. I'm going to bring him out, absolutely. And this is the beginning of the combat on your turn, alright? Boom. I'm going to take that action. So he's down 8/8. And if he puts him back into my hand or kills him, all those 8 tokens go onto my Ocelot. Alright, Mr. Planeswalker, what do you do?
I understand difficult choices. What a refreshing thought.
It's a scry, or draw a card and reveal it. Okay.
I see how all this connects now.
Alright, so I guess, there we go, boom. So I can now bring in my Great Henge, which is basically free because it allows me, I can tap it for 2. So I have 4 to play with. You are a legendary planeswalker. You are a artifact. Target creature fights target creature you control, you don't control. So I can kill him and then kill him one of his Jaces. Let's do that. Do I have 1, 2, 3? I don't have 5. So I only pick 1. Oh wait, this does the same thing. Target creature does damage to target creature you don't control. Okay, so boom. Target I control, target creature you don't control. So now it is next to combat. He's attacking him.
Well, I'm utterly vexed. Solving mysteries is my specialty.
So he's scrying 2. Oh, that's a interesting card back. Very cool. I like it. I like it a lot. Okay, now let's see. What do you do? Play lands from a graveyard. Okay. Do I have any land in my graveyard? I don't. Okay. Oh, I'm bringing him in because he's awesome. Can I do all these things now? I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes. I'm going to play with the kicker. So, first of all, put a +1/+1 counter on my him, targeting a player. Myself. Target creature you control. Target creature I don't control. Alright, so now I'm going to do my ability. Good, gives me a forest. Excellent, so now I'm choosing my attackers. I'm going to kill his planeswalker.
I need a better solution.
Alright, he has a lot of cards in his hand. Alright, so let's start with my... What does he do? He makes a bunch of tokens, so we're gonna do that because when he comes in, counter it for 2. Alright, that's fine. Now let's go ahead and bring him in. I have a forest, so now we go to combat. We go to attacking. Bring in a forest. Activate my ability to draw a card. Nice. Okay, so now that I have all these lands, it's going to matter. So let's go ahead and bring my forest in. All right. Your exile cards from top of my library until I target X cards, where X is the number of times, and I can put that permanent onto the battlefield. Nice. Okay. And or I have him, or I have him. All right, so I've got some pretty cool stuff here. Let's go ahead and start with decisions. I'm just gonna start with him. Start from left to right. Ooh, I can bring in him too. Nice. I'm gonna bring him in. He has Death Touch. I'm going to activate his ability. Draw a card. Nice. So I can, next turn, I can return him back, but... Alright, we're going to attack. I am absolutely willing to give up my beast for his octopus. So I'll have a slight respite next turn. What's the last thing? Gain control of target permanent and opponent controls and untap it. So I'm going to kill him right now. Destroy target enchantment. Interesting. Alright, so let's first return destroy target artifact. He is not, he's just a legendary creature. Alright, so now let's go ahead and bring in, which one should I bring in? We're going to bring in him. He has Vigilance, Reach, and Trample. There we go. Boom. We're going to bring in our forest. turn. Alright, so now if his ape attacks me, I will kill him.
Perfection is a journey.
Alright, it deals 3 damage to a target.
Return to the essence of the
Interesting.
multiverse.
Alright. Move my commander to the command zone? Yes, I'm going to take it. Nice. Absolutely blocking him. Alright, so let's start with... Okay, that costs 5. So I have 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we're going to start with him. Paying 3. Just pay 2. Okay. Him. I need to pay 1 more. And now I'm bringing him in, because whenever I put a +1/+1 counter on a creature, he also gets 1. There we go, that's what I wanted. Alright, and I'm sorry, I didn't realize I could kill him. Alright, so that was just...
Do not threaten me.
I was so caught up in all the machinations that I could do, I didn't realize I could have just killed him. So, I was doing other things. I don't like doing that to people. I feel a little bad. Uh-oh. Let's see, am I still on? Am I still alive? Ooh, I got a pack. Alright, so it looks like I was still on. Good. Just my browser is being weird. Nice. Okay, so yeah, I just picked up a new pack. Ooh, I get a new something. What is this? A card and a mastery. 25 mastery XP. Alright, I'll do one more win. Open up my pack real quick like. Couple new ones. Here's a Portcullis Vine and a Sky Scanner. And Solidarity on each creature you control for 2. Not bad, not bad. Chromatic Orrery. You may spend mana as though it were mana of any color. That's pretty cool, but it costs 7. But he adds 5 every turn. Interesting. But it is a mythic rare. I mean, that's pretty nice. I'll take it. I'll take it. Alright, so we're going to go to our decks real quick. Add the Arcane Signet to my 2 commander decks. So we do Arcane, Craft. So there it is, Arcane Signet. I have 62. So this is our commander. So there's no point in doing more than 1 because you can only have 1 of each card. So we go back to get rid of Craft. Click, add it. I cannot have 61 cards. So we get rid of all our lands. Goodbye. And we're done. Go to him. Edit the deck. Arcane. Click. Apply styles. Absolutely. Didn't realize I had some styles that weren't applied. And then to get rid of one of my lands. Let's see. Boom. Go back home. Alright, so we switched those out. So now what do I need? I need... Tell you what I want, what I really want. Just need to kill creatures, so it doesn't matter. I'm going to switch back to standard. I'm going to switch over to my cleric because they like... I have some spells that will kill creatures. Kill creature spells. I'm going to grab a quick sody and I'll be right back. I'm back. Did you miss me? I missed you, but that's alright. I struggled through the pain and rushed back to see you again. There we go. So we have 3 lands. Excellent. I will take it. Get to scry 1. So I can play every card in my hand. So I'm good. Don't need any more lands right this second. I'm going to start with the scry dude. We bring him in first. Then that gives me my swamp I need. Actually, no, I need a swamp. So I cannot play her this card without a swamp. Yeah, I'm glad you survived the time that I was gone, Atomic. I know it was hard on you. But wipe those tears from your eyes and we're stronger for our time apart. Meanwhile, Mr. Ready-O is not ready. It's pretty ironic that his name is Ready, and yet he's wasting so much time and his timer is being used. There we go. That's what I wanted. A swamp. Okay, so now throw him out. Put him down. And he's the guy that I don't mind if he dies because... Ooh, he picked Lifelink instead of Deathlink. Death Touch. Interesting choice. Interesting life choice. So I'll happily trade the 2 of them. 1 for 1. I don't think he'll take that trade. He should let me block go through and just punch him in the face. He did. Gives me a +1/+1. There we go. And now I can block him free from having to worry about it. He's got interesting swamp choice. He killed my critter. Alright. Wasn't very nice. Okay, so I can kill his creature in return. Instead, I think I'm going to bring her in. So it costs 5, 4, 6 to kick her. I'm not seeing me get up 6 anytime soon. I think I'm going to take him out of this deck because it's not going to happen anytime soon. I'm just going to bring her in. Move on. So she has Menace, which means he has to block her with at least 2 people. So I can be hitting him in the face for 2 every turn. So you notice we're both at 20 and we've just been sitting there clinking away at each other. I am not going to block. What does he do again? Whenever a creature you control dies, each opponent loses a life and you gain life. Okay. Bastion of Remembrance. Ooh, she's so nice. I like her a lot. Alright, so let's go ahead and throw him down. I get to scry 1. Do I want another plains? You know what? I don't think I will. I think I'm going to move him down. May not have been a wise choice, but I'm going for it. He can't block her anyway. I want him to die anyway. So, she's just going to boost herself on her turn. Next to combat. He must have a spell he can cast with his 1 mana. Once again, here we go. We are all attacking. As I said, he can't block her because she takes 2 people to block. And he is blocking him, which is awesome. Man, my browser's being stupid. Alright, so now end the turn. So now if I bring him back, he becomes a demon instead. So alright. Very cool. I like him. No, I'm not going to block. So it looks like he's playing some sort of like a twisted black life deck, which is not normal. Okay, so he exiled my people, so I can't bring them back from the dead. Do I want to bring in my Maul, or do I want to bring in and make her a demon? I think I'm going to make her a demon. Once again, that 1 card he has does something. Making us wait on him every time. Boom. So it's going to put her up to 3. He can't block her or my flyer, either one. So I'm going to attack with her because he can't block her, and that gives me 3 life. And I'll hold her back to block his butt. Or at least give that impression. I don't think I will actually block him because I don't know what that card he's holding on to does. It does something because it makes us wait every time. Ah, interesting. Okay. I'm actually going to bring him in, which will increase... Take that back. Let's do this. Creature has flying and first strike. And give it to my Null Priest to make her a flyer. What does he cost? He only costs 2. I'm going to kill him. I don't like his face. interesting. Put it on a target creature I control. Let's put it on her because she has lifelink. So what does that do? You lose 2 life until the end of turn. When this creature dies, return it to the battlefield tapped. Nice. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and just attack with him. No, I'm gonna take that back. Oh, too late. First strike. I should have attacked with her first. Because he has first strike. But that's okay. I have lifelink, so it gives me a little bit of a extra life. So. And he gives up. Cool. I'll take the W. So I wonder if that counts as destroying his creature. I destroyed it, but then he brought it back to the battlefield. You would think it would, wouldn't you? So this is what I was waiting for. Let's see if it was worth the wait. Creature spells with flying cost 1 less. When they enter the battlefield, this guy gets +1 for the end of the turn. Alright. Okay, I don't know that he would actually actively be flying and writing in a book while flying. Doesn't seem to make a whole lot of sense, especially because he's a bird, and if you look at the way they have his eyes set, it doesn't look like he can look straight forward. So he's going to be looking with one of his eyes and drawing and flying and writing while flying. But hey, I'm probably the only type of person, I'm probably the only one who notices those type of things. My wife says I'm too critical. Alright, so I'm at 19,000. I'm only 1,000 away from that new pet. And it's been just about an hour, so cool. It's fantasy. That's right. Magic. Birds aren't able to read in the first place, or write for that matter, or hold a pen or a book with their hands while they're flying. So, yeah. Let it go. Well, Atomic, awesome. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. You made it more enjoyable for me, so I appreciate that. I hope you enjoyed it as well. I'll be back doing this on Thursday at 2. So if you guys are watching on YouTube, like, subscribe, whatever else you do. Enjoy the rest of your day.